Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're getting into the absolute must-haves for your small business website. Not just any website, but one that actually works in 2025.
Right. Because let's be honest, a lot of sites just kind of sit there. They might look okay.
Exactly. But looking okay isn't enough anymore. Your website, it's often that very first impression, and people decide fast. We're talking seconds.
Just seconds.
Yeah.
So the site has to do more than just, exist. It needs to actively work for you, turning visitors into actual customers. It needs that professional feel, sure, but also real strategic thinking behind it.
And to help us figure out how to make that shift from just a digital flyer to a real revenue engine, we're looking at insights from Christy Coromandel. She's a web designer, tech strategist.
Data systems expert.
All right.
Yeah, her whole thing at Christy Coromandel Studio is about simplifying the tech side for entrepreneurs.
Right, helping them build great WordPress sites, grow online confidently, and this is key without all the overwhelm.
And that focus on simplifying is so important because, getting results online isn't about adding more complexity. It's about nailing the fundamentals.
So we've basically distilled her approach into 5 crucial elements. Think of it less like a to-do list and more like a blueprint for success online.
A blueprint for guiding your potential customer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's dig into this blueprint. Essential number 1 starts right where the visitor lands. Clear messaging and easy navigation. People call it the 5-second rule. Yeah, and the 5-second rule is, well, it's kind of brutal because attention spans are just incredibly short online.
So true. Visitors have to know, like instantly, what do you actually do? Who is this for? And why should they care enough to stick around if they have to hunt for that? Click around, scroll endlessly.
They're gone. Vanished. It's that fast.
So what does that mean in practice? Like action points.
Okay, first you need a super concise, value-packed headline or tagline right there at the top, the hero section. No fluff.
And the navigation, the menu.
Keep it tight. Seriously. No more than 5 to 7 main pages. Clear labels. People get overwhelmed easily.
And calls to action, the buttons.
Make them obvious and specific, not just learn more. Use things like book a call, shop now, get your quote. Tell people exactly what you want them to do. And it's funny how often businesses mess up that main headline. They use really generic stuff.
Oh yeah, like, welcome to my website.
Right. Or, we provide great services. It tells the visitor absolutely nothing useful. It actually kind of erodes trust from the get-go. It does. You need specifics, like the examples we saw of the plumber. Reliable plumbing services in Brisbane, fast, friendly, and affordable. Boom. You know exactly what, where, and the benefit. Or the photographer, capturing your family's special moments one photo at a time. Again, crystal clear. No guesswork needed in those first 5 seconds. Nail that clarity, and you've got the first essential down. But that perfect message is kind of useless if the site itself is frustrating to use, especially on the go. Which leads us straight into essential number 2, mobile responsive design. Let's call it the 60% rule. Yeah, the numbers don't lie. Over 60% of website traffic globally is now on mobile devices.
And it's still climbing. So if your site looks weird or is hard to use on a phone,
you're literally turning away the majority of your potential customers. You're just leaving money on the table. Simple as that.
And it's not just about user frustration, is it? There's a bigger reason now.
Oh, absolutely. We need to talk about Google's mobile-first indexing. Basically, Google now looks at the mobile version of your site first when deciding how to rank you.
Wow, okay. So if the mobile site is clunky or broken,
your rankings suffer across the board. Even if your desktop site is perfect, the mobile experience dictates your visibility now.
So technically, what does mobile ready really mean? It's more than just shrinking the page, right?
Definitely. 3 key things. Buttons need to be big enough to tap easily with a thumb. No tiny links squished together.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Text has to be readable without pinching and zooming. That drives people crazy.
And
of course, images and the whole layout need to adjust smoothly, look good, and work well on any screen size, from a small phone to a tablet to a desktop.
This sounds like something you need to get right from the start, foundationally.
Exactly. And this ties back to Christy Coromandel's approach. She emphasizes using modern, robust WordPress themes, like Cadence was mentioned. These themes are built specifically to handle responsiveness automatically. So choosing the right tech base saves headaches later.
Big time. It ensures that smooth performance everywhere without you having to constantly tinker. Okay, so the site's clear, it works great on mobile. Now we need people to actually find it. Essential number 3, built-in SEO foundations, getting found long-term.
Right. And I know SEO can sound intimidating.
Yeah, people hear SEO and they panic a little.
Totally understandable. But Christy's focus, again, is simplifying. You don't need to be an SEO guru, but you absolutely must have the basics covered so search engines like Google can understand your site.
Okay, so what are those non-negotiable basics? Let's make a checklist.
Page titles and meta descriptions.
Okay, can you quickly explain those for someone who isn't techie?
Sure. Think of the page title, like the big headline you see in the Google search results, and the meta description is that little snippet of text underneath it.
Got it, the preview text.
Yeah, exactly. They need to accurately describe what's on the page and include relevant keywords. If they don't match the content, Google gets confused and, well, might not show your page. Okay, titles and descriptions. What else? Optimized images. This means two things. Making sure the image files aren't huge, because that slows down your site.
Right.
Speed matters.
And using alt text.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a simple description you add behind the image. It helps visually impaired users with screen readers, and it tells Google what the image is about. Huge for image search rankings.
Okay, good tip. And you mentioned speed, so fast loading times are crucial. And security, that little padlock icon, HTTPS, mandatory, non-negotiable now for trust and rankings. But let me ask you this. Lots of businesses, especially creatives, have tons of gorgeous photos or detailed service pages. How do you balance having rich content with keeping the site fast? Isn't there a conflict?
That's a fantastic question.
Yeah.
And yes, there can be a tension
So
there.
how do you manage it?
It's about being strategic. It means choosing good website hosting. It means optimizing those images before you upload them, using tools to compress them without losing quality.
And using technical things like caching. It's not about having less content. It's about making the content you have load efficiently. Aim for under 3 seconds.
Oh, the takeaway here is that these aren't just small tech details. They add up.
They add up massively. They directly impact whether Google shows your site to potential clients. It's about building that long-term free visibility, credibility with search engines.
Okay, so people find the site, it loads fast, the message is clear, but they're still kind of hesitant. They need to trust you before they take action.
Exactly. Which brings us to essential number 4.
Credibility builders. Or trust signals. Trust online is just everything, especially if you're a smaller business people haven't heard of before. You don't have that instant brand recognition.
You have to build it fast. Digitally replace that handshake, that eye contact.
Precisely. You need signals that say, hey, we're legitimate, we're professional, we know what we're doing, and others agree.
Okay, so let's unpack the trust toolkit. What absolutely needs to be in there?
Top of the list. Testimonials. Real words from happy clients. Social proof is incredibly powerful. People trust recommendations from peers way more than marketing copy.
Definitely. What else?
Case studies or portfolio examples. Don't just say you get results. Show the work. Explain the problem you solve for a client. Walk people through it.
Show, don't just tell. Makes sense.
Third, and this is a big one, professional photography.
Yeah.
Please, no blurry phone snaps or those really cheesy, generic stock photos.
Oh, the stock photos.
Right. It just screams amateur or I don't care enough to invest. If you don't invest in your own image, why should a client trust you with their money? Use professional headshots, photos of your actual work or team.
Good point. Anything else for the toolkit?
Clear contact details. Make it easy for people to reach you. Include an actual email address, maybe a phone number. Don't just hide behind a contact form.
The lonely contact form. I hate that. It feels like shouting into the void sometimes.
It does. Makes people nervous. Is anyone even checking this thing? Having direct contact info builds transparency and makes you seem accessible, like a real business with real people.
And when visitors feel that trust, when they see proof and feel like they can reach you,
They are so much more likely to take that next step, whatever that step is for your business. The trust unlocks the action, which flows perfectly into our final essential. Number 5, conversion pathways and strategy. This is where, honestly, so many small business websites fall down. They really do. They might have ticked the boxes, looks okay, has some info.
right, it looks nice. But there's no actual plan for what should happen next. No strategy to turn that visitor into a lead or a customer.
And this is where the real growth potential lies. We have to stop thinking of the website as just an online brochure.
Yeah, passive thing.
It needs to be an active, strategic, 24/7 sales and marketing tool. And that requires deliberately mapping out how you want visitors to move through the site towards taking action.
Okay, let's talk about action. There are different levels, right? Like asking someone to immediately buy something or book a big service. It's a big ask. High friction.
Very high friction, especially if they're new to you. It requires a lot of trust up front.
But what's the alternative? The lower friction option.
This is where the lead magnet comes in. It's kind of the secret weapon for essential number 5.
The lead magnet. Explain that.
It's basically a valuable freebie you offer in exchange for someone's email address. It could be a checklist, a short guide, a template, a webinar recording, something genuinely useful to your target audience.
Okay, so instead of buy my $500 course now, it's download my free guide to X.
Exactly. For the visitor, the risk is low, just an email address, but the value is high. And for you, the business owner, you've just turned a passive website visitor into an active email subscriber. You've started a relationship.
So like if I'm a graphic designer, maybe I offer a free brand consistency checklist.
Perfect example. Or a nutritionist offers a 3-day healthy meal plan. It's directly related to what you sell, offers real value, and gets permission to contact them again.
And once you have that email,
Then you need the strategy part. Use email marketing tools, MailChimp, ConvertKit, whatever, to automatically follow up. Nurture that relationship. Provide more value. And then gently introduce your paid offers over time.
so a strategic website needs both kinds of calls to action. The big ones like buy now and the smaller relationship building ones like download the guide.
Absolutely. You need clear pathways for people at different stages of readiness. Some might be ready to buy immediately. Many more need nurturing. Your site needs to cater to both.
And this whole integrated system, the clear message, the smooth experience, the trust signals, and these conversion pathways, this is really the core idea from Christy Coromandel, right? Making the site actively work for the business.
Precisely. It's about designing the website from the ground up with the specific goal of generating leads and sales. Not just looking pretty, it's where tech, message, and strategy all come together.
It sounds like the difference between just hoping clients find you and show up versus systematically attracting and converting them.
That's exactly it. It's building a predictable engine for growth.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the big shift here. We're moving away from passive website design towards active, strategic, conversion-focused thinking for 2025.
Right. Success really hinges on nailing these 5 things.
First, that instant clarity, the 5-second rule. Know what they do immediately. Second, flawless mobile performance because Google demands it with mobile-first indexing.
Third, those foundational SEO basics for long-term visibility. Fourth, layering in those crucial credibility builders, testimonials, proof, professional look to earn trust fast.
And finally, number 5, having actual conversion pathways, using things like lead magnets and simple funnels to turn visitors into leads and customers, not just leaving it to chance.
And by focusing on these essentials, you're really embracing that philosophy. Christy Coromandel talks about simplifying the tech so you can build your business with confidence. These aren't nice-to-haves anymore. They're the table stakes for competing online today.
So here's a final thought for you, our listener, to chew on. If you look at your website right now, is its primary purpose clearly defined as generating leads or sales? If not, how are you actually measuring if it's successful?
And maybe more immediately, apply that 5-second rule to your own homepage. Right now, what's one change you could make to your main headline today to make your value proposition instantly clear?
Start there, because that clarity, as you said, is power, and it doesn't cost anything but a bit of focused effort.
Well said.
That's all the time we have for this deep dive. Go put those essentials into practice on your own site.